Good evening, guys. Engineer Pat 5290 coming to you with January Q&A responses. A lot of good questions in here. We're going to start from the bottom. We're going to work our way up. Droopy Diesel says, Happy New Year. Same to you, bud. Trayman 1993 comes back. Good to see you, Matt. 38-2 or the 45. Love both. CNO 1309 or UP 3985. CNO 1309 because I'm really familiar with that one. Favorite vegetable? I like a lot of vegetables like carrots, tomatoes, zucchini, squash. I'm trying to think of some more that I like too. Onions are good, potatoes are good. A lot of vegetables out there that are real good, even peppers. The Great Northern or the Southern Pacific, they were bought out by UP the year I was born, 1996. So thank you, sir, for your questions. Casual Pennsylvania Rail fan comes in with just a few. Thank you very much. Favorite NS Heritage unit? I gotta go with the Southern on that one. Favorite CSX Pride and Service unit? 3194. I've always liked that unit because it's sleek and it feels like it's lightning just going right by the tracks. I've always liked 3194. Chocolate ice cream or mint chocolate chip ice cream? Gotta go with the chocolate. And do you like the ACL 42? It's just another engine to me. It's sleek looking, but it's not as appealing as some of the other engines that are out there. So thank you for your questions. Stephen Casey Railfan comes in. Good to see you, Steve. Excuse me about that. Thoughts on the Iowa Interstate QJ2102 steamer? Oh, those are beautiful. What new locomotives are you hoping that Athearn would do next? I would really love them to see a high hood GP30. I'd love for them to do that. They've done like the SD70 ACUs for the for NS and CP. I would really love for them to do a CM44 AC for CSX. Cookie cakes or ice cream cakes, love them both. Conrail or the CNW, I like both of them because of their EMDs. How many DC to AC units for NS have you seen now? 4,000, 4,001, 2, and 3, 1,800, and 1,801. I have not seen 4,004 or 4,005. Metro or Metrolink, I love both of them because of their EMDs and their paint schemes. Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum or the Pennsylvania Railroad Museum. Out of those two, both of them are unique, but one of my very favorites, it's not on this list, but it's the North Carolina Transportation Museum. I like those two, but NCTM is one that I really do like. The SD60 or the SD35. SD35 looked good in the Southern paint. SD60 looked good in Norfolk Southern paint. Indian Harbor Belt or Pan Am, both of those are cool for their EMD fleets. Because Pan Am, the previous name was Guilford Rail System in the 70s. It was Boston and Maine, and the Maine Central created Guilford. And Guilford Railroad changed their name to Pan Am Railways, I believe, in 2006 or 2007. Excuse me. SW1001 or the MP15s, I love both of those switchers. Have you heard of the TV show Extreme Trains? I think so. Omelets or waffles? I eat waffles more than I do omelets, but omelets are good. Thoughts on the CP8781, the Havelgloyd unit? I believe that it's painted like a Havelgloyd container, but I believe it says Every Child Matters, I think. It's a pretty unit. Have you caught a CEFX SD60 or an AC44? I have seen an SD60 one time in CEFX paint. It's X-Sue line. Do you like the Grinch movies? Not especially. If it's the How the Grinch Stole Christmas, it has to be the animated version from 1966. That's the one that I will watch. And besides that, Charlie Brown Christmas. I also watch A Christmas Story with Ralphie. Everybody likes Ralphie. And of course, White Christmas Story and Bing Crosby. Banana split or Sundays? Oh, I love a banana split and a Sunday. Sundays, Dairy Queen's got them. Do you like trains or model railroad magazines? I like both of their series because they both have lots of good articles that you can read about expanding your layout for Model Railroaders magazine, as well as Trains magazine for, excuse me, Trains magazine for the real stuff. Have you thought about getting HOC or NNW commutes for your NNW locomotives? I have considered it. I have considered it. Um, but I might hold that for a while until some of the other stuff that I'm working on clears up. Tootsie Rolls or Reese's. I love both of them, but I love Tootsie Rolls number one and the second one I love Reese's because peanut butter and chocolate looks good. Peanut butter, chocolate, and milk look good. They taste good too. Favorite thing about your Bachmann DCC controller? That's the easy command control center because it's easy to operate. I have used that. That's the original controller I got with that set in 2007. It's still working. Thoughts on UP 2010 being repainted? I knew it was going to happen at some point. That was the Boy Scouts unit. But really, thank you, Steve, for your questions, man. This is a good list of questions. Guys, keep these questions coming. Take username and King of Love Train are the last two users coming in for this one. Great to see you guys. Take username. Great to see you again. King of Love Train for favorite NS locomotives, mostly the EMDs. Favorite heritage unit, you gotta be specific on it. For NS, it's the Southern. CSX, it's 3194. For UP, I have to go with the 1988, the MKT Heritage unit. They did the Texas Special Scheme for that one. Favorite restaurant, you got to be a little more specific if it's a local restaurant or if it's a chain. For chains, I like Chick-fil-A, Olive Garden, Longhorn Steakhouse, Outback Steakhouse, Texas Roadhouse, Red Robin's another favorite, Sonic is another favorite. So just to name a few of the chain restaurants that I really like. So Take Username has a bunch of questions coming in. Thank you for sending these. Guys, like I said, please keep these questions coming in. How are you doing today? Doing great. Done anything cool lately? Well, I've been working some and I get my trains when I can. Have you ever been fishing or hunting and did you enjoy it? That's a good question. I have actually done fishing. I'm actually a proud Eagle Scout and we used to fish when I was in Scouts. It was really fun too. Um, If you've done both, which did you like better? Well, I've never hunted, but I have fished. Fishing's fun. If you had to go to a vocation or trade school, what would you want to do? I have to think on that one. Have you ever gone shooting and did you enjoy it? Yes, I have, through the Boy Scouts. Have you got any snow recently? Oh, yes. About 3 inches the first time we had it, and then about 2 inches after that. So I was glad to play in the snow a little bit. Now, do you prefer grits or oatmeal? Oh, I love both. I've had bacon with some eggs and some grits with some butter in them. Oh, and even put sausage in there, Canadian bacon. Oh, man, that's good stuff. What's your favorite Mack semi truck? Oh, this is a good question. I like this one. Um, the U models, the R models, the Mack CH. I also like the Mack Granites. All those trucks are cool. Last movie you did I skip something? Yeah, I did skip a few questions. I'm sorry. Favorite EMD F series, the FP7, one of my all-time favorites. I also like the F3. Favorite of the British rail classes? Let me think here. The Intercity Express 125 was a favorite. Um, I think there was a Class 50 locomotive or a Class 60 locomotive, I think. I'd have to go back and take a look. But British Rail and all is cool. Any cab over trucks recently? Those are really hard to come by. I don't do truck spotting like I used to, but I always still look for some cab overs every once in a while. I haven't seen any. International LT or the Mac Anthem? Gotta go with the Mac Anthem. Do you like um, Pyru Line? Please be more specific on that one. Um, last movie you watched, the last movies I watched were Christmas movies. A Christmas Story starring Peter Billingsley, and also White Christmas starring Bing Crosby. Favorite burger restaurant? If it's a chain, there are a lot of good places to get a burger. One of them is Fast Freddy's. Fast Freddy's is good. Wendy's is good. Sonic is good. I love going to Sonic just because of their tater tots and ice cream. Oh, and I'm trying to think of where else. Cookout's a good one too. Um, Favorite type of cab unit locomotive. I don't understand the question. Are you talking about like an A unit or a B unit? For any cab, EMD standard cab or the EMD high hood are my two favorite cabs. Um, do you like the next generation T680 or the T700 better? T700 because there's not many of those out there, and same with the T2000. What would you say are your top three truck producers? Oh, this is easy. Kenworth, Peterbilt, and Mack. They're my top three favorites. Freightliner is number four. Have you read any books recently? Well, I read books when I can, but I read a lot of good articles like in the news and following the stock market a little bit. Kenworth W990 or the International X520? I don't know. Those two trucks look a little bit weird to me. They just seem a little bit odd. I mean, the W990, the only thing it is the T680 and the W900 basically put in as one truck. Pretty cool. Least favorite kind of pizza? I like pretty much anything on a pizza. Just don't like sardines, but I do like pepperoni, pork sausage, Italian sausage, vegetables on a pizza. I love Hawaiian pizza, which is cheese, pineapple, and ham. It's got a good taste. Um, got any plans for the summer? I hope so. I just haven't really made my plans yet, but hopefully some good trips will be coming in. Now, here's another question that some people have asked me in the past, out in public, and this is a good one. Do you prefer to play or to watch sports? I would rather watch and learn the games and listen to the announcers rather than playing and learning the game because to me, you actually learn a little bit more by watching the game. Uh, so I've always enjoyed watching something and just learning the plays, watching the referees make the calls, things like that. So that's a really good question. And hope everything's all right, man. Keep up the great work. Thank you for the encouraging comment, and thank everybody really for tuning into this Q&A here. And I have been extremely blessed that this is off to a great start for 2022. Very, very pleased with this. Very, very happy. And I tell you, there's a lot more stuff getting ready to come out soon. A lot of schedule releases coming out with Model Railroad stuff. I've got some of that coming up. I even have more premieres that are coming up soon. But oh, yeah, I'm very, very pleased with all of this. So thank you all for asking your questions. And for the ones of you who didn't have any questions this month, please come on over to the February Q&A prompt where you can ask plenty of questions for that. So definitely great, great job, guys. So Model Railroad Mondays will be coming out for the second episode on February the 7th. The tentative time right now is 7 p.m. I will be getting that underway here real soon. And that first episode was a hit. So if you have not looked at that first episode, definitely take a look at it because it's going to give you an idea on really what to expect on that. So anyway, guys, that concludes the January Q&A prompt. And just remember, as always, smash that like button, drop a comment down below, click that subscribe button, and tap the bell for all the notifications out there. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Take care, you all, and thank you guys for watching.